based pill.
Let's say hi to just to a couple people. We got Mint Diggity's first. He's always here, man, the Mint Diggity. We got Nick. What's going on, Nick? What's up, Gustav? Tom Taylor. We got Gail. We got Hack Right. Bad wine headache this morning. I don't drink wine, dude. Stop. We just knock it off. How about you just join us? How about you join the live stream? I'm not a big drinker. I don't have blue lips. I've never had eye surgery. I've never had any plastic surgery. Just knock. You know what? Let's just get rid of him. Cut our losses because he's not. It's not going to get better. All right. Thanks for your $2 and your band. I'll take your $2 and then ban you. That's fine, man. I like doing that. What's up? What's up, Stephen Nass with the $10 from Canada? Anthony is doing a show once a month with Jimmy on WABC. Thoughts? Oh, like zero thoughts. Dante, zero thoughts. Good for them. It's something they should have done many, many years ago. You know, they had the chemistry at the end of the Opie and Anthony run, and they, you know, for whatever reason, they're both really stupid because they had chemistry, and they should have done something years ago when we still had a massive fan base. And they would have been insanely successful. But all these years later, they're finally doing it. Good for them. Good for them. But that's it. I don't live my life through Anthony or Jim Norton at all. I literally at all. Matter of fact, I haven't even thought of those guys until I turned this on. It's only when I turn this on I got to think about them because you guys think about them. Oh my God. Have you been drinking this morning? Dude, you know, Anthony's the drinker. I know what you're doing. Anthony's the drinker. Stop the gaslighting. All right. Everything that Anthony is, they try to throw on me. Anthony's a very, very ugly man. So all of a sudden I'm ugly. All of a sudden I got blue lips. I know what you guys are doing. It's stupid. And I don't have blue lips with the new camera. So that's good. I like that at least. Did it feel strange around all those successful people when you don't have a job? JFK. Well, my nephew's a brain surgeon. His wife delivers babies, and there were certainly microsurgeons all over the place. But you know what, JFK? You want to know the God's honest truth? Celebrity always wins out. They all wanted to meet me. Holy crap, you're the radio guy? I heard that all weekend long. So no, man, I was more than good. If you want to know the truth, I was just proud to be at my nephew's wedding. He seemed very, very happy, and he's on his honeymoon right now. He's on his honeymoon right now, getting it in. He's getting it in. He's trying to make a baby. Oh yeah, my sister wants to be a grandmother, so I think he's well on his way to making that happen. We have a mutual friend in LI. I don't know what this means, Wine Lips, and I don't like your name, so you're gone. Goodbye, Wine Lips. Have a lovely time making a new fake account. All right. I love you. Vos was on Rogan recently, and he said you slowed down the show in O&A. Any response? Well, I would like to know if that's a true statement. I'll be honest with you. Rich Vos was very, very hard to do radio with because he's a narcissist. He's a addict that never took care of his addiction. He just traded one addiction for another. And I think he's slow. I think he's slow. And you want to talk about someone that really wrecked the flow of a show, it would be Rich Vos. You know, when Rich Vos knew his place, which was to just fire out his one-liners, he's really, really quick. He was really, really good at that. But when it came down to having a conversation, he sucked at it. And everyone knew he sucked at it. There's so many examples of that all over the internet. But I don't even know if he said that because I don't watch the Joe Rogan. So, and I think he's also a terrible person because as soon as I lost a big seat, he couldn't give two shits about me. Him and his stupid wife that blew off my wife for no reason because I couldn't do anything anymore for the Vosses. So it's like, why would we hang out with them? He's a terrible person, if you want to know the truth. And I can't say he wasn't good on Opie and Anthony, but he was only good when he knew his place. Really quick with the one-liners, one of the quickest. But when it came to putting two sentences together, when you're going to say, when it comes to putting two sentences together, you got to say it properly if you're going to slam somebody. But when it came to putting a couple sentences together, Rich Vos sucked at it. Absolutely sucked. And you know it to be true. Listen to him on the next dumb podcast he tries to do as he continues to hustle out there all these years later. Oh, my God, I'm awake. And you'll hear it for yourself. Do 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 do. All right. Vos was on Rogan, Vincent Scaramuzzo said. He struggled a bit, but pulled it off with a lot of help. Rogan was complimentary of you and Anthony as usual. Well, I appreciate that, Mr. Rogan. I do appreciate that about Mr. Rogan. But I also have to call like I see it, man. Him mocking that guest that went after him and Dave Smith. I don't even know the guy's name. I saw a couple clips, but now he's mocking the guy. When he had the chance to mock the guy when he was in studio. We weren't perfect on Opie and Anthony, but someone came at us. We went right back at them, right in their face at that moment. Maybe there were a couple times we failed as far as confronting them at that moment. But, it's a bad look when you go after the guy after he leaves your show. Oh, why couldn't your wife go to your nephew's wedding? She wasn't setting up Easter egg hunts. Your kids are teenagers. First of all, I got one teenager. And second of all, it was a very, very tough call because my nephew got married the day before Easter. We went back and forth. How are we going to do this? We have traditions in our family that the kids are really into. Plus, they're getting to the age where, Easter is going to be like just another day. So we understood that this could be the last Easter where they gave a shit and they want to do the eggs. And yes, they still want to do the searching of the eggs in the morning. They want a nice dinner. In our case, it's a filet roast, not ham. And we went back and forth. And then we could have brought him to Philly for Easter with my... Why am I explaining to you, JS? Get out of my life. But we didn't want to bring him down to Philly because they didn't want to do that. They love their in-laws. They love their cousins down there. But they wanted Easter in New York. And then me and my wife were like, well, then maybe we fly everybody down to Atlanta. But the problem was the wedding said no kids, even though it was a day before Easter. So that was problematic. So then we're thinking, well, we're at a wedding all day. They're going to be stuck in a hotel with bad Wi-Fi. And then what? Then we have to stay an extra day because now it's Easter. So what? We're going to celebrate Easter in a stupid hotel room? So we made the tough decision that I would represent for the family. Are you okay with this, JS? You're weird. You're a weirdo. Take your $4.99 back. I don't want it. Are you still a millionaire? I guess. I don't look at the numbers, but I guess I am. I guess respected garbage. I guess if I continue getting the $1.99s, I will certainly continue being a millionaire. Keep sending him money to ask dumb questions, and he will be more than a millionaire. Thank you, D Saints, BK. Yes, exactly. Are you aware you sound like a bitter old man with no real friends, or are you oblivious? How? All right, listen. Baz Top. Opie and Anthony was a radio show. We were very, very successful. Oh my God, it goes without saying. And believe it or not, when I walk the streets, I get recognized every day, and people couldn't be cooler. They're so cool, so nice. Thank you for all the years. Very complimentary. It's only the shitheads are only on the live stream. In real life, I never run into any of you shitheads. Everyone's been beyond cool. Okay. And as far as friends go, how the fuck would you know if I don't have friends? Because I don't hang out with the Opie and Anthony crew anymore, or the people associated with the Opie and Anthony show? Because that was just a show. I thought I made some friendships there, to be honest with you, but they were never like I knew they weren't going to be like real friends that I would carry through the rest of my life. I literally just did a live stream in Atlanta with one of my dearest, oldest friends. We met when we were 18. Now we're old and we're still really, really close. The only reason we don't hang out on a very regular basis is because he lives down in Atlanta and I live in New York City. You have literally no idea about my friends because most of them don't want anything to do with this. I don't, literally at all. So I separate the two. It's one reason why you don't hear about my kids a lot. You'll hear about them in broad strokes because I'm not one of these guys that are so lame they put their kids on all their social media to get more clicks. We decided a long time ago, why drag the kids into this nonsense? And there you go. All right. Pablo, $5. Hey, longtime fan, loving the new show with Buzzy. I don't know if it's a new show. As a fellow gynecomastia sufferer, I don't know what that is. What is it? What are you trying to say? I mean, you spent $5 on this? What? I don't even know what that word is. Let's see what this word is. You guys are getting, honestly, you guys are getting weirder and weirder. I don't have man boobs, bro. Is that what it is? I don't have man boobs. Trust me, I don't. If I took my shirt off, you would feel something deep in your loins if I took my shirt off. I don't have man boobs. Trust me. At the wedding, how many times did you have to explain to family members that your wife couldn't come because your 14-year-old kids need chocolate bunnies and gifts? Well, first of all, my daughter's only 12. And second of all, dude, what are you trying to accomplish? This is just weird. You know that the conversation at the wedding was about, I can't believe they're getting married a day before Easter. I got to get back to my kids. There are other people that came without their wives or without their husbands. They did the exact same thing I did. You obviously probably, I would assume you're single, you're miserable, you live in a basement, probably with your mom still. So you don't understand being in love. You don't understand having a family. So your perspective is all sorts of effed up. Let me get rid of this guy. All right.